Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Rosa Technocrat. Today, I am here to discuss about recent vulnerability that has been announced by Fortinet on their SSL VPN module. Let's discuss. So, yesterday, Fortinet has announced a critical vulnerability on their Fortigate Firewalls in SSL VPN module. This is one of the critical vulnerability, and this leads to a denial of service or a crash of the SSL VPN on the Fortigate. So if we talk, this title is the vulnerability number that Fortinet gives. So this is FG-IR-24-015, and this is about out of bounds right vulnerability in SSL VPN D. So basically, what it does is there is some memory issues on the SSL VPN daemon in the FortiGate firewall. So there are not proper checks for the memory, and it allows a overflow or crash of the SSL VPN process. So as you can see, out of vulnerabilities, write vulnerability in 40OS may allow a remote unauthenticated attacker to execute arbitrary code or command via a specially crafted HTTP request. So what does it mean? This means like unauthenticated attacker, which means anyone who has access to the device or who can connect to the device on their SSL VPN service. Okay, so generally SSL VPN service are publicly to connect to remote access VPN. Okay, so unauthenticated means anyone. Okay, and they can execute some code, or we can say by using some code they can make a buffer overflow. Buffer overflow is what it says, out of bounds. Okay, so they can make some out of bounds memory issues on the Fortinet. So because if someone able to do this, that will just crash or a denial of service for the firewall itself. Fire the SSL VPN-D process. So this vulnerability is very critical, and I will recommend everyone, if you are using SSL VPN on your Fortigate firewall, please disable the SSL VPN, or if you cannot disable because it's into the production, I will recommend you to perform an upgrade of the device as soon as possible. Okay, so if you see, the workaround is to disable SSL VPN. It's not like if you only disable the web mode. No, you should disable the entire SSL VPN. Okay, and this is potentially being exploited in the wild. That means as soon as any vulnerability is announced, so attackers are always there to exploit new. So I will suggest to perform an immediate upgrade of the 40 OS. Let's talk more into the detail, like which versions are impacted and which versions are having the fix. Okay. So based on the announcement from Fortinet, we can see uh, 40OS 7.4 is impacted, 7.2 is impacted, 7.0 is impacted, 6.4, 6.2, 6.0. So if I say which versions are impacted, in summary, all 7.x and 6. Versions are impacted. So you can say all the versions are impacted, and the fix is available in these versions: 7.4.3, 7.2.7, 6.4.15, 6.2.16. So why the different versions means, let's say if your device is running in 6.2 series, then you can upgrade to 6.16. If your device is running in currently in 6.4.x version, you can upgrade to 6.4.15. And if your device is in 7. Series, you can upgrade to 7.2.7, and for 7.4 you can upgrade to 7.4.3. So these are the only versions which are not impacted, and any other versions are impacted. So in summary, all the versions are impacted, and you should plan for an upgrade to one of these versions immediately or as soon as possible. So I was telling like how this vulnerability impacts your device. So in the description of the vulnerabilities, it says write vulnerability in with respect to CW787. Okay, so if we go on to the CW website or the MITRE website organizations and we browse for 787, what does it mean? So this particularly CWE means that this can result in corruption of data, crash, or code execution. The product may modify an index or perform pointer arithmetic that references a memory location that is outside of the boundaries of the buffer. So that is why I told it's a buffer overflow, like where the proper memory checks are not being performed. So a subsequent write operation then produces undefined or unexpected results. So this is what causes the process crash. So that is why I said this vulnerability impacts the device by crashing the SSL VPN module, and which might result in denial of service because the process is crashed and firewall may reboot or the SSL VPN may not work. So which is like a denial of service. So I will recommend you to upgrade your device as soon as possible. What is the workaround? So the let's say if you are not able to upgrade your device due to, and so the only workaround for this is to disable VPN for now. So there is no other workaround, and you should simply upgrade the firewall. Now coming to how you can check if you are using the SSL. So for that I will show you how you can check it. Okay, so I will show you how to verify if you are running SSL VPN or if the SSL VPN is enabled on the firewall. So will simply log into one of the firewalls. Okay, and you can browse to VPN and go to SSL VPN settings. Under SSL VPN settings, if you see this box is enabled, enable SSL VPN, you can see here this check box. So if this is enabled, that means your device is impacted. Simply, if SSL VPN is enabled, that means the device is impacted by this vulnerability. So the workaround for this is to disable the SSL VPN and click apply. Disable the VPN and click apply. Okay, so after this your SSL VPN will be disabled. Okay, and the same thing can be verified by using CLI. If you go so VPN SSL settings, so if you see here it is enabled, otherwise you will see here set status. Okay, let me config VPN SSL settings, and you should do set status disable. So if you do set status disable, that means this now I have disabled it. So this is the workaround. So if I check again here, I will see now this is disabled. Okay, because I have disabled it from the CLI. So now you know how you can verify whether your device is having SSL VPN enabled or not, and how to disable it. And the other fix or the permanent fix for this problem is to upgrade to one of the fixed versions. So which version is fixed? These versions are the fixed versions. Okay, hope it will help you and you will upgrade your devices. And if you like my videos or if they are helpful, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you.